Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated trading signal. As long as you are on a sim, we're not responsible for your trades. We have a good start, a good opening today in the market at 9:30. Now it's 9:58. On the left upper corner, this is the market analyzer for the swing trading, and right now we have 350 ticks into the profit based on one contract. On the scalper, actually, we're doing very well, but there is a little retracement right now, so we are okay. On the right upper corner, this is the scalper, which we use in Autotrade for scalping, as you see here. This is the scalper, which we will be using a lot. We're getting closer to the Christmas, and the closer we get to the Christmas, we are gonna see a lot of flat markets. And then we will cover some of the auto trades very soon, and let's examine what's going on in the market at the moment. First, the ES was stuck on the support area at 3571. It was having a hard time breaking the double support at 3569. Then it tried and it didn't really go through, and now we have a pullback. We're coming to the 3573. So you gotta be careful. We're not into the a long position. We are in the short position, and we will is a pullback re-entry. We are coming about 73.25 max 35.74.50, and it will be short again. So be careful. We are in a very critical area here on the ES, and we will see if this resistance area here is gonna hold. And please do not just wait till we get to the 73 level before you do anything. We will also cover another auto trade is the TI7. Once we have a little stability, we start taking those TI7. Once we have some trades open, we will start bringing them down. For the NASDAQ trader, this is a re-entry point. This is a NASDAQ. This is a re-entry point as we speak. As we see that number here, as long as we are below the 1973.50, we are okay for a short order again. It's very important not to go above the 74 level here. And CL, we are okay on the CL. Also, I prefer to wait a few more minutes on the CL, and we can until what I'm looking at right now at the CL, there is not much a long trade. There is only short trade. Even if we broke the 41.89, we're gonna be re-shorting the CL at 41.97. If you want to do that, please do that on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade. You see, as we talked about the Nasdaq, this is exactly where is the entry point. If we break the 56 or 55.75, we are going directly to the target, or we are going to the 40.25 as a support, and then we tangle that when we get there. The ES is going back as we expected, as we told you. Once we break that area, we're going to go all the way down to the target is 35.61. Very easy, very clear. There is no vision right now on the CL. You got to hold a little bit before we decide what we want to do with the CL. It is very important to see if the CL crosses the 41.89, and then we will be able to short it at 41.98. So we will see how it's going to turn out on this one here too. Okay, very important right now to keep your eye on the ES. We need to break the 68.25. It's very important. If we break the 68.25, we're going to have a beautiful run all the way down to the 61.50. If this market fell to break the 68.25, you are in trouble. That means we are going sideways. And that is big different when you are manual trading or auto trading. Understand this market has to go below here before you turn on your auto trade. If this ES going back to this level 73 as we expected before, and it did, that means you cannot trade in those area here. They are very critical, but overall the market is to the downside at the moment. So this is your key here, 68.50. We need to go below that and to start getting some trends in here. It is very important right now. The closer we get to the Christmas, the more volatility we have, the more sideways we have. It is a perfect timing for a guy is not consistent to train on this harsh volatility at the moment. So, and he will be ready for near to trade. This is from now after the Thanksgiving all the way to Christmas. It's the same song every year. There is not much to do, and there is a lot of volatility, and the performance drops on any system, especially on auto trading. If you don't have a proper auto trade, or if it's not tuned well, an auto trade, then you're gonna get in trouble from the Thanksgiving all the way to New Year Eve. So it is the best timing to learn and get ready and shine for New Year Eve, after New Year Eve. So that's what I strongly advise you, because if this is a really good timing, it's the best timing to do training right now, like this time, or in the summer when the kids are out of school. Those are the best time for training. Do not follow the CL. The CL is not going to go anywhere. I'm going to get rid of it. Why the CL is not good? I'll tell you why. The CL is not good because it happened to be the signal right at the resistance area. And as I said before, that CL, once across this area, we're going to bump into the 42.06. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 resistance line. Immediately we spot that trade is not going to go anywhere. So this is where very important to understand when you're auto trade, taking a trade, we understand where is the problem immediately, and then immediately try to get those stop losses as close as it could be, in case if this market turn around, and it did turn around as we expected. Let's go back to the ES. As we see here, 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bars, 4 bars, 5 bars, 6 bars. got stuck on the 69 level, and that it is more alarming for any trader to initiate any trade at the moment until we go below the 69 level again, because the first time didn't make it, went back. This one hit was not confirmed as a resistance, and now we probably the ES will try again. It's very fine, but we need to break this area before it is tradable. And if we're not able to break that area, you cannot make money on the ES. It's impossible to make money on the ES, whether you are manual or auto traded. It's not going to do you any good. Those keys, those if you don't understand where is your levels in the market, you should not be trading at all. I'm not asking you to sit in a trading room or in a training room for 1 year, paying somebody money to learn how to trade. What we are doing, we're providing everything free here. We're not even collecting. It is very important to understand where are your levels in the market. If you don't understand your level in the market, there is no auto trade on this earth is going to do the job for you. There is none. Because every day, every single day, there is a new story in the market. There is a new levels. There is a new numbers. And you cannot just be on autopilot the rest of your life and not knowing what's going on. You cannot just sit down on a jet ski and you don't know under you if there is sharks or not. And the same thing here. I mean, you do not just close your eye and go 100% mechanical. There is around 10 auto trades in our package. We're not talking from weakness here. And each one of them is a huge, and some of them are very simple. But it's not about the auto trading as much as understand what's going on in the market before you start your auto trading, and understand where is your limitation in the market and where the exhaustion, where is the problem, where is the channel getting stuck the market. All those basic information, if you do not own this information, if you don't have this information, you should not even waste $1 in the market, or you should not go live if you're not consistent. I don't see how anyone can go live in the market and he's not consistent trader. Just hoping by being mechanical 100%, avoiding the signal what is the market is telling you. The market is very clear. It's not something, it's very clear. It stayed very long time on that line and trying to break that area. It is very clear where is this problem. On the CL, when we first started the webinar, it was very clear where we need to go short. And it is very clear where it is a pullback re-entry. So the market is not surprising as long as you understand where is your limitation. It's not surprising. We're going to start taking the TI7 on the YM, and to our traders on Monday, I have some nice templates and an update for the TI7 auto trades. So we're about to hit the target. As we say, the target is at the moment 61.50. If the market is still trending, we can stretch this ES all the way to the 35.60. 35.60, it is a very good place to take a target out. Oh, Ben made I have been busy to get you guys the update. Um, Looks good. Uh, uh, Also, Ben made this market analyzer. You use 15. This is really nice. You see, when it says 15, and you knew it was not going, and then the sell position, that will really filter it for you. Uh, I have been very busy making a new templates for you guys. Actually, I'm testing them right now. And I didn't have time to do the market analyzer, but we will do. I have a different way to make a market analyzer. I will share it with you guys when I'm done with it. But right now, priority for me is making new templates for the new updates. It's doing very well, and really doing well. And those we added on the TI-7 a new entry and a new filter, and has lifted the performance way up. On the scalper, we have the YM start running. We're gonna break even. This is our job, and then we are done with it. On the ES scalper, we are going down with it, and then what we do, you just need to break it even if you want to, for safety, because when the market is unstable, it's much better to, as soon as possible, now it's not costing you any money, and then we will monitor where our look. I mean, this is whether you are using 1 minute or 15 seconds, it's the same fib line. It's not going to make a difference. Now, if you break even, and then you have those trailing stop come in, they'll lift your trailing stops automatically for you and put them in the right place again. So if this market continue to drop, then the auto trade readjusts itself. If you are scalping and the market is trending, the auto trade is going to switch from scalping to swing trading. So this is more important on the scalping from now till New Year Eve, more important than swing trading, because here you have all the benefits. Turning your scalping to swing trading, it does automatically. At the same time, we're trying to reach, trying to catch a signal. And one thing don't do, guys, is sell out on a $200 or $100, because this is not where we are trading here for. We're not getting out of the bed for $100. We are trying to catch a trend. We're gonna stay survivable until we can catch a trend, because in here, when the market starts spiking, it spikes, normally spikes once a day, and once the spikes is over, it's done, it's finished. So what we are trying to do, we wanted to survive until we can catch that trend for today. And most of the time it happened, I don't know where or when it's gonna happen, but most of the time it happened between 9 and 12, and we want to be on that direction when the market is gonna go ahead, because from now till Christmas, what is gonna happen, the market is gonna have one spike, and then it's gonna die rest of the day, and then this is where a lot of people start losing money, because they don't understand there is no volume. Everybody is out, especially in these days right now. We have the corona, change in presidents. I mean, we have a lot of things going on right now this Christmas. So the market is like, spike once and then it is finished. So what we need to do, keep aiming until we can catch a trend, 300, 500, 1,000, and then it's finished. There is no use to sit down behind the screen all day long. And we need, very important, to stay alive and not to just keep trading. Most likely, you will end up losing all what you made for today. So this is right now. That's why I said it is the best time to be disciplined, training. If you're not consistent, you don't know what you're doing, you should not go live after you eat your turkey. From the Thanksgiving all the way to Christmas, you should not go live if you don't know what you're doing. You do not just turn on the auto trade between Thanksgiving and Christmas and not knowing what you're doing, because you're gonna end up around the Christmas with no money in your account, guaranteed. And it's been the same song for the last 28 years, so don't think you're gonna pull it. You cannot pull it. Nobody is smart for the market. You have to be disciplined, experience. Risk reward is how much you know. It's not about the system. It's about how much you know. This is what is your risk and your reward. If you're gonna try to take an ES in the middle of a big pile of mud, your risk is going to be much higher in this area here than when you took that trade below those numbers we told you. In this area here, you are taking 1 out of 10, you might survive on that trade. When you are trading below that line, your chances increase to 6, 7, and 8%, depends how good a trader you are or what kind of system you have. So there is no easy out of it, and there is no okay, there we go. Now the market pulled back on us. It's very fine, and does not mean we're over with the short. We're still on the short. The ES is coming to the 68.50. 68.50. This is the key. 68.50, and then it's gonna drop again. 68.50 is your key. Okay, this is it hit the 1,000, and then we're gonna make it. I will wait a little bit, and then I'll reload it and let it go for one more round. Not right now. I need to see what the ES is doing. The ES is coming no farther than the 68.50, gentlemen. Be careful. And anything above the 68.50, take your hands off the mouth. Stop your auto trading. Wait. Please try to learn those in the market. That means the doors are closed on the ES. I don't care what you do, you're not going to make it. So the market is going to the 68.50, the highest, and then it's dropping. So be careful. And that is going to give an oxygen to the rest of the market. So you got to be careful what you're doing here. On the NASDAQ, this is how you need to look at it. On the NASDAQ, we have a long trade. It's not a survivable. Why is not a survivable on the NASDAQ? And you immediately need to break even. Now you are on a free flight on it. Why you need to break even on the NASDAQ? Most likely that NASDAQ is not going to go anywhere. Because what we have said here is the 68 level. It is the key on the ES. And it's going to drop from that level. And look at this. And if this ES going to drop, this NASDAQ is dropping because also the NASDAQ is no better shape than the ES. It's no better shape than the ES. The NASDAQ, look at this. Look at this, guys. Where the ES stopped. Where is the NASDAQ stopped? Once you understand those guys, you don't care tomorrow if you want to auto trade or manual trade. You don't care anymore because you know what's going on. You can auto trade, but then you know what's going on when you're auto trade diving into big pile of mud or when you're auto trade taking a nice trade. So here is the key right there where we have set, where we have expected. And as you see, the ES stopped right here, right now where we expected. So as a trader, you are a future trader. What does that mean? You are a future trader. That means you don't put a MACD and an ATR on your chart. Those, they follow the market, and you say you want to trade the future based on the past indicators. This is a scary moment when your indicator is following the market and you are trading the future. Trading the future means you have to be a couple of steps ahead of the market. I don't need any guy tell me what happened here. Any guy with a little light bulb over his head can see that. Don't tell me what happened here. I can see what happened after the fact. That does not make him a trader. Don't tell me what happened. I can see. Tell me where this first bar is going, and that is the end of it. If you don't know where this bar is going, you should not be trading future, period. Because your whole money driven on predicting where this market is going. Not based on the past, it's based on the future, because you are trading future. That's why the name of it is future. It's not the past. So if you don't understand where we cannot be nailing it 100%, every single bumper in the market, but when you can nail 7, 8 out of 10, you're good. Because what is telling us this market, before it happened, we told you this is the key in the market, and this is where it's gonna hold the NASDAQ in there. As we see, look at this, as we see the ES came in the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, and the market is telling you, hey buddy, we have a problem here. Houston, we have a problem. So there is nothing secret about the market. It's just lack of education, and some people, they just want to completely brush off, want to jump over knowledge, and they want to go straight to the success. And guess what? 90% they never make it. We have not, in now after this New Year Eve, it will be 12 years training people. I have not seen in the last 12 years a person succeed in the market without knowledge. And it is given proof what happened. A new customer came in within 4 days, 5 days, 1 week, 2 weeks. He's like a fish in the water. And you have a guy, he can be stuck around for 6 months calling us to load the chart for him. You know, and this is a nightmare. So it's not always the system as much as the guy is driving the system, how much knowledge he has, and how much experience he has. And if you can be sitting behind the computer for 5 years, and what you're doing for the last 5 years, looking at number, you're not looking at the market. So if you've been around for 5 years around the market, and you just auto trading and looking at numbers, that means you're no better than a guy just started last week. You're no better than a guy just started last week because you have zero knowledge. You've been around for 5 years. You're dismissing the signals. You're dismissing what the market is telling you, and you're just looking at the number. The number, profit and losses, they become irrelevant to your trading. They become totally irrelevant. Because any trader is going to lose some, win some, lose some, win some. There is no such a winning nonstop. Does not exist. And the challenge is to stay consistent, not overtrade, and understand where is your limitation every morning before you start trading. You get up in the morning, you say, I'm going to take 3 trades. I know my losses. I don't know how much I will be making, but I will be taking 3 trades. This is where you need to start from. Whether you are using our system or anybody else, system is irrelevant. We are given education here for free. It doesn't matter. I don't know who's on the line and who's not. As we see here on the ES, this is where we have expected, and now you can see it's start to blinking. They're trying to break that area, and this is all anything above that 69 level, anything on the ES above the 69 level is not tradable. It is very important for that ES stay below the 35.69 in order for us to catch a trend. If this ES goes above that, we have a big mess. The only possibility you will have to take a short again, it will be at 35.75. The system here, as you see, this is not the black box system. As you see the market when it's going down, it did go down, and then it stayed flat from 1021, stayed flat, and it's telling you, hey buddy, this is your re-entry. Anything below that number is a short. Anything above that number, now we are on a total different pace with the ES. So as we see, the Nasdaq is not better condition than the ES, and we always go back to those videos. We always trying to predict 5 minutes ahead of time what happening in the market. Sometimes we fail like anything else, but we have 8 out of 10 accuracy, and that is knowledge. When you get into the trade, whether you are auto trading, manual trading, you have a knowledge when you are in trouble in the market before it happened. Then you can take an action, and then you can say, okay, I better get rid of that trade as soon as possible because this is no-go trade. And knowledge is very important when your auto trader starts sinking into big pile of mud or trying to sink into channel and the market getting stuck in the channel and you're just looking at number. You are one disaster trader, with all the respect. I'm trying to open everybody's eyes to understand the difference between shooting a blind and having eyes open in the market, trying to see what those numbers is telling you, what those numbers is talking to you. Once those numbers start talking to you, once those numbers, they start making sense to you, and they start talking to you back, you become a trader. You take a guy, you tell him, how did you do today? Was the ES a plus or minus? I don't know. Was it positive or negative? I don't know. All what I know, my auto trade made 100 or lost 100. When you are looking at those numbers, the second day you might see some of those numbers, you start recognizing those numbers. You start understanding, oh yeah, yesterday we had a problem here, pulled back, and we took short in here. Now the numbers, they start having lights on them. They start highlight for you. Oh yeah, yesterday we had this problem on that number. We had this problem. You start building your knowledge and understand each instrument, how it works. You don't just get up in the morning before you have your coffee, turn on your auto trade and go honeymooning, whatever you know amuse you. We need to look at the market. We have to, you know. Actually, on this new auto trade, we've been working on it nonstop. We have not released yet. We are going to release an update on the TI7. Yesterday, we found out solution for when the market is totally dead. When the market is totally dead, it's not moving. We find a solution to keep auto trading, even if the market is flat. Even if the market is flat, and we have found a solution for that. And this is for the new beginners. You know, the risk is gonna drop. Stand this guy going right through the wall and don't understand the market is flat. We are testing, and we have find a solution. Even if the market is flat, we can maybe we can keep that guy away from the trouble, which we're about done with this one. But tomorrow, on Monday, we want to cover the update, the new update, and then I want to show you how you can make your template, and we want to cover the new update in the market. There's a new auto trade on Monday. We're going to be very busy on Monday, and then hopefully the week after, we will try to see if we can release this new auto trade. As we see right now, excuse me, the gold, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it. If there is a trend, the auto trade is going to extend the target, and it's going to switch by itself from scalping to swing trading. So I'm not going to touch anything. Today is a Friday, and as you see, the Nasdaq stayed on the same level and is doing nothing. Eventually, because if we look at this Nasdaq, even on a 15-second, if we look, is going back and forth on the resistance support, waiting on 007 here, James Bond, to tell us where we're going. And this one here is not going to go anywhere. Anything above the 68.50 level here is no go anymore on the ES. It's a dead market. So as we see, the market right now is going to go back and try but this is a very thick wall, and it's getting thicker and thicker and thicker, and it's going to be much harder on this market to break that level. Even if it broke that level, it's going to get stuck on the level after. Even if it broke that level, it's going to get stuck on that level. So it's going to require a lot of buying power or some kind of good news or something for this market to get up and cross all those areas here. And as you see right now, we are done with the gold, and it did not extend the target because it was no trend. Let's see the Nasdaq, what will happen. I'm not sure about this Nasdaq is going to survive because of the ES, so I'm going to run immediately, cover it as soon as possible. If it goes, it goes. If it does not, I will not cry over it. So this is all what we have right now. So I'm going to kill the microphone a little bit, and we will continue as soon as we see something in there. No trade on the ES, gentlemen. No trade on the ES. If you want to trade the ES, keep your eye on the scalper. I have the ES taking a trade on the scalper, but I don't want to encourage anyone to take that trade. I have it. It's right there. When the market analyzer took that trade buy, I didn't want to encourage anyone, and you should not be taking that trade at all. It's not going to survive. Okay, we'll stay quiet a little bit and then we continue. Thank you. Keep your eye on the Nasdaq at 12,006.25. This is a really thick place to cross. Be careful on that one here. So if you are trading on the Nasdaq and you see that and you like what you have, you need to consider taking a profit. Or if you are on two contracts, take one and leave one. This is a very heavy on the 00588. As we expecting, the Nasdaq is gonna die on us, like what we have talked about. Exactly, we knew that. Why? The ES. And if it survived here, it's gonna get stuck here, or it's gonna get stuck here. Exactly what we were expecting. And that's why I did not encourage anyone to take a long trade. Because the Nasdaq, immediately we spot it, is not a survivable trade. Immediately break even, and our job is done with it. As we see, when we clear what's going on in the market, you find out the market is not hard to understand. It just requires a little training. Understand when we can take a trade and when we step out and we don't touch the market. It is very important. And once you start understand those in the market, and when your scalpers start taking a trade, or your swing trade and start taking a trade, you start understand the difference when it's going to be a good trade or a bad trade. Another thing is, as we see right now, your ES on the scalper is to the sell position on the scalper market analyzer on the right upper corner. The Nasdaq is long and the YM is short. This is a really banana going here. It's not synchronized. If we look on the swing trading, the CL on the market analyzer on the left upper corner is going down, your Nasdaq is going up, and your YM is going down. They're not synchronized. Once they're not synchronized, you're looking for trouble. Period. And that ES is going to drive you crazy. Is going to drive you crazy, and that is going to have impact on the rest of the market. So always, 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 no matter what system you have, don't get lost with a Renko bar. Don't get lost with a range. You know, we used to have a lot of old traders with range bars back then. And I know a lot of good traders with the range bars. And they use 13 range, they use 12 range. They have a bigger picture on the market. But honestly, for the last couple of 3 years, the traders use range. They've been struggling. You know, the market has changed. So not everyone is using range charts. It's been having a success. You know, most of them they're not. You know, so don't get lost with Renko bar because it looks nice. We have Renko bars too. We do have Renko. We don't want it to be looking good. We need to have an accuracy. And the only time you can have an accuracy on an auto trade or on a system is when you are looking at the minutes. And your institutional companies, they're not using your Renko bars. They're using 30 minutes, 15 minutes. The rest of the big companies, they don't use the Renko bars. And those the guys move the market. They're not using Renko bars. So when you are using a Renko bars, you are totally blind if you're trying to catch a trend, and you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. Renko bar, it is a very good, the Renko bar, we use it to reverse the market. Yes, they are perfect to reverse the market. Trading with the trend, which there is more money reversing the market. But if you are using the Renko bar to trade with the trend, your success has become less and less. So that's how it is. No trade on the ES, no matter short or long. There is no more trades on the ES. Be careful on that level. The Nasdaq 990, please. This is where the re-entry point, and it came in exactly to the re-entry point, to the take, and start going up. CL, if it crossed the 41, why I put it here? Because if the CL crossed the 41.96, no use to stay on that trade. At least we take a little bite on the market, then go ahead and use a big stop loss. And we have analyzed the market today perfectly. And for the ones they've been with us from the beginning, they have full understanding what's going on in the market. And it is very important not to pay anyone uh, to call a trade for you. It is more important to have someone guide you what's going on in the market if you don't have the knowledge. Uh, we used to have a private room, but I couldn't handle it anymore. And I used to have people also running it, but it's not the same like when I was running it. And when we put those people in the trading room, the only thing are interested to for us to call the trades for them, and that was not healthy. What it is a day after a day try to understand the market, and when we call a trade, we need to know why. What is the reason behind that trade, and why we are taking it from that area, not from this area. For the trader, when he is alone, this is the most important. When the trader is alone, he can recognize a good trade from a bad trade. That will pay off much better than to just sit down in a room waiting on somebody to call a trade for you. As we see, the scalper fired the signal on the scalper, and I'm not telling anyone to take that trade. The reason, if we look at the scalper, I don't want anyone to take that trade. It is so obvious. If this, I have no idea if this ES is gonna stay on the 71 level or is gonna get stuck at 73 level. There is a little money to be made. But first, we need to see if this 71 level we are able to cross it. So in cases like this, when you are a manual trading, you need to put a limited order above this line in case if the ES able to make it, then you understand where you're gonna exit out, and it's a little bit less than 2 point. And this is where your risk reward can be calculated. Should I take that trade here? 71.50, exit at 73.25. Is it worth it, or should I skip it? There we go. Once it broke that area here, as we expected, the 71.50, we came in exactly to the 73.25. And if we cross the 75.75, we're gonna be 78, and then I doubt it's gonna nail it. And by 12 o'clock, we should be done to 81.25. This is a very, very important area here. At least we nailed it from where we expected from 71.50, and we said exit at 35.73.25. We nailed it, and now the ES is trying to break this re-entry short position, which I doubt it very seriously can do that. We'll see. I'm gonna tighten it up. Hayden, also one of our members, did it. They all did the same. They use the buy signal, sell signal, 15 second, 30 second, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 and 30. And this is really nice. Look at this, the different. He did it to black, it's fine. So this way I can identify a trend, and you can see as an example the CL is a one direction. You can see the ES. If you're not a technical guy, you can see it's a wishy-washy market. You're missing, Hayden, the 3 minutes. 3 minutes is very important on the ES. You missed it. So I'm gonna make one. I hope I can do it on the weekend. We are extremely busy with those two auto trades. We need to push out. But you missed the 3 minutes. It's more important to do that. Always ES, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes are crucial. And always ES and 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes are very important on the ES. You just missed the middle of the trend. So again, Hayden, beautiful. I like the black one. Add the 3 minutes here. Have you noticed, guys, after we called the last trade on the ES, nothing happened to the ES? Have you noticed that? We told you where it's going to break out and where you need to exit the 73.25. If you go back to the video, try to climb this thick wall here, couldn't make it, then it collapsed. And now what we have, it is very important to understand what we have right now. Where is our situation before we go ahead and flip to real money? The support has become overwhelming, confirmed, 70.50, and the resistance is overwhelmed, confirmed. So we are stuck on that channel. So we understand where our situation right now, and we know we are stuck in here, so we cannot get too much bread out of the market. You cannot get too much takes out of the market because the market going back and forth. Gentlemen, after 28 years, I tell you one thing, there is no easy way out. You hear a lot of commercial, a lot of marketing. No easy out. Is here, it's like when you are a soldier. You earn your ranks. You don't just go from one banana guy to a captain or to... Here you have to earn your stripes in the market. You don't just jump and become a captain, or you need to earn your stripes. There is no way out. Go and purchase whatever you want. Use your money. Purchase whatever you want out there you think is there. In the last 11 years, we had some traders tried many different systems. They disappear for 3 months, 6 months, they're back. No one left and didn't come back. There is nothing out there. There is no magic out there. It's all mechanical trading. Mechanical trading with God give us a little brain to think. When you combine mechanical trading and knowledge, it is equal to success. A lack of money, no knowledge, is equal to banana. It does not equal to success. You can brush me off. You say I'm crazy. You can say this is a guy, whatever. You're going to go back and you say this guy said a year ago, 10 years ago, there is no easy way out. Before you start investing money in different systems, in auto trades, and whatever, before you go through that circle for 5 years, and aggravation, money and time, lack of money, lack of experience is equal to banana. It does never equal to success. Never. You're always at the mercy of this market, and no one is smarter than what this market is. I'm not. And this market don't care about your rules, my rules, don't care about my fibs, don't care about your Renko bar. This market is going to do what the market want to do. The only thing we are just, I talk to myself, I don't want to, I am just trying to go with the wind, on the back of an elephant, trying to go with the wind. I cannot cross this elephant. We are just need to go with the wind, wherever this direction is going. We have no inventory to change anything in the market. When the market open doors for us, we jump. And when the market say, step on the side, we step on the side. If you cannot understand this, please do not use your money. Do not use your real money until you understand what's going on. Thanks God on Ninja Trader, you can stay on simulated mode until you learn the market. If you are not consistent, please do not use real money. Do not. No one can get away with it. No one. It doesn't matter if you're not your name Mike or Tom or it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You make a mistake, you gotta pay for it on the spot, and you have to be taking it as a grown man. You take it, you get beat up, then you go up in the morning and you try again. You cannot cross the market. You cannot challenge the market, and this is a step one. You don't need to go buy CDs because this guy has not discovered anything. He just was born yesterday. He has not discovered anything where millions of people before him, they've been years trying to discover the market. There is no such things, gentlemen. There is no, forget about this advertisement you see and the marketing. I'm saying it the way it is. This is a free education room. I'm not trying to give you any. There is no way out. Stop using your real money anywhere until you know what you're doing, until you learn your platform, until you learn the market. There is no use to bring a couple $1,000 to the market and with zero knowledge. If you have a couple $1,000 account, keep it, save it until you become, like anything else in this life, a ready soldier before you go ahead and use this $2,000. You know, whether you have 2,000 or 3,000 or 10,000 or 50,000 is irrelevant to the market if you don't know anything. We used to have a guy, a huge businessman in Germany, and he started with 250,000 euro open Ninja Trader account. This is a few years back, and I said, learn. And he said, Sam, I have a bunch of employees. I have a big company. I have a big oil company. I don't need you to tell me anything. I said, okay. And the guy put 250,000 euro and has no knowledge. Guess what? He went and contracted a couple guys on a MetaTrader that have no clue what they're doing. And they overmerged him within a week. He hired people to trade for him. And the 250,000 melted to 75,000 euro. And then he called me. He said, Sam, come and get me out of this hole. And when I logged in, oh, what I see, it was red. And I went back on my chair. So the question is, which is a very common questions you receive on the emails practically every day. Do you think $10,000 is good enough? Do you think $2,000 is good enough? And my answer is, I don't care if you have 2,000. I don't care if you have 5,000. And then you have this guy, most of them, they say, Sam, I don't have that much money. I want to keep 3,000 to trade live. And then I want to purchase the system. And I say, why you want to have money live when you're not capable of trading live right now? So before you even start thinking having an account live, you have to understand what you're doing. Because your 2,000 or 3,000 or 5,000, if you don't know what you're doing, especially this time of year, after you eat your turkey day, you kiss this market goodbye. After your turkey day, it is a place where you start closing your portfolio. And after you eat your turkey day, you don't want to have a ruined Christmas for you and your family and your children, not unless if you know what you're doing. So if you are happy with your couple of 3,000, we have some traders in Germany, they are on a plus minus 15, 20,000 euro a day. And you come in and wave with your couple thousand, you want to yank this market up and down, and you want to auto trade the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, and you're going to, kick butts in the market. The only butt you're going to get kicked is yours, So I'm sorry to say it the way it is. I'm trying, whoever is out there, I don't care if you are using my system, you like me, you don't like me, it's irrelevant. We're not going to get married. What I'm trying to tell you guys, this little money you have, try to protect it until you know what you're doing, please. And have some money for Christmas. And have some knowledge. Without knowledge in this is irrelevant. All of it is irrelevant. There is two different guys. You have one customer come in, and he look at those line, he sees rubbish. He sees just a stupid line. Then you have another trader, they call me back, they say, Sam, I cannot live without those, not even for one day. Two people, they're looking at the chart. One, he sees diamond. One guy, he sees glass. And one guy has knowledge. One guy, guaranteed, he's not going to go anywhere. And every trader, when he comes in, and new customers, I don't allow the support team to do any installation, because I want to come and meet that person. I want to know what kind of trader. I don't care if he's a black, white, or yellow. I don't care if he's young, old, or pensionist. I don't care. I need to know what is this guy coming from trading. Is he a disaster trader? Is he conservative trader? Or he is a nightmare customer? So you have this customer want us to wake him up at 9 o'clock in case if he overslept. We have another customer, he don't know how to activate an auto trade. And you have a customer, he just take the system and fly with it. And they're all using the system. The system is 50%. But I cannot be the 100%. And there is no system, no auto trade. I don't care what those commercial, and I challenge every one of them. I challenge every one of them. If he can turn any system automatically and nail $50,000 a month by itself without. Because when we were working in Luxembourg and Switzerland and trading, when we were using the auto trades, we have 13 IT people in there adjusting the system when we are looking at the screen. They are constantly adjusting the system. And then here is a guy, don't know anything. He want to buy a couple $1,000 auto trade, and he want to yank the market all over the place. This guy is a dreamer, is not realistic guy. And then here it is. He gets his feeling if he will not make it in the market. The system sucks. Ninja Trader is not good. The broker, I had actually a customer calling me a few years ago. He said, Sam, I want to change my broker. And I said, why you want to change your broker? You are with Ninja. And Ninja, they don't trade. He said, I have a very strong feeling every time I'm taking a trade, my broker is going against me. And if you think about this mentality, I said, why you think Ninja Trader broker, if you're buying the ES at 35, 75, 75, the broker is going to turn the whole market down against you just to make you miserable, And he said, I have a strong feeling they're going against me. So this guy don't understand how the market working, and he have his account was $65,000. $65,000. So the question for this guy, whether you want to purchase from here or there, and which is the most comment you get in the email, Sam, I have $2,000. How much you think I will be making next year? I tell you, don't send me an email, ask me those questions. You're going to make one big banana. Don't bother. And I'm saying it to you front of your face, then for another guy come and tell you, oh, sure, you can turn the $2,000 to $1 million. So, and then you're going to go and suck in. I'm telling you from now, if you have a couple $1,000 and you don't know what you're doing, it's not equal to success, it's equal to banana. And that is the end of the line. And I'm saying that not trying to piss you off, or I'm trying to pick on you as a customer or as a stranger out there. I'm trying to save your money, and I'm trying to wake you up, trying to slap you a little bit, tell you wake up from your dream. And I'm trying so hard, trying God honest truth. I'm trying to save you money. So whether it depends how you want to take it, take it. I don't care. I don't care about going live on YouTube anyway. For this guy, wake up and don't see too much commercials. And I tell you one thing, no one is going to give you money to invest if you don't know the market. If you think you can buy an auto trade and go on different company and you think they're going to provide you money, those guys, they know you're going to fail. They know you're going to fail. If you are not a good trader, you're not going to pass the test. And they know that. 90% they will fail. You're just using money and you're going in the circle for many years. Guys, for God's sake, I wish I had somebody when I was a kid telling me all this. I wish. Back then it was no YouTube, no Emini, there is no micro ES. It was the big hush ES, the big one, not the mini. So please snap out of it and learn while we still have time to. And it's not. Here is what freaks me out. It's not costing you even to put your email. It's not even costing you $1. It's not costing you to put your email and learn. I mean, when we are providing free education, whether you like me or not, we're not gonna get married. But if it is providing to open your eyes to the market, why you're not doing it? Why you're not going on that YouTube on the weekends when you have a free time, trying to learn the steps in the market, and because if you cannot give your money to somebody else to invest it, forget that. You cannot. The only one that's going to scratch your back is your nails. You cannot give your money to somebody else, invest money for you. And because they don't care. When we first started 10, 11 years ago, we had one guy, he's an ES trader. I don't like him personally, but he was with us in the group he trade. And after a few months, a church called me in California, church. And they said, "Do you know this guy?" I said, "I know. He's not my favorite guy to trade with, but I know him." The church gave him $41,000 to trade ES, and the guy went over merged, and he blew up $41,000 in 2 weeks. He was keep adding on the ES, and it kept going the opposite direction until he lost $41,000 for the church. And and the guy after that, he said, "Well, you didn't make money." And we tried to reason with this guy for the church in California. And I don't know the guy in the church. And the guy walked away, and it's like nothing happened. He lost $41,000, but it was not his money. So what I'm trying to tell you, the guy is trading your money. He don't care if you lose $100,000 or $100. He cares less. If he makes money, he gets a chunk out of your money, and if he don't, live with it. So again, this is the place where you roll your sleeve and take it as a big brother. From now till New Year Eve, learn. There is no money to be made, guys. From now till New Year Eve, there is no money to be made. Next week, everyone is going to close their books. I'm one of them. There is no money to be made. Learn, get ready, shine your gears, shine your Ninja Trader, shine your indicators, shine your whatever system you're using, and be a ready soldier after New Year Eve. This is a perfect time, and some of you are, because of the corona, hopefully will go away. Some of you are at home. This is a perfect timing. This is a perfect timing. Not look at the money, look at the chart. Forget the money. The money or the numbers does not exist. Don't look at it. Whether your auto trade making 1,000 or less 1,000 is irrelevant. We need to understand the bar movement. We need to understand when there is a trade. And I swear to God, it's like I'm talking to my son or to my little brother. I have no agenda in this one here. And I'm giving an advice from the bottom of my heart, swear to God. And I have no intention to insult anyone or try to give his hope up, but I'm just trying to wake you up, guys, and it's up to you if you want to take it or not, But those kind of advice, those the ones I trained my son when he was a small kid. He knows better than that. So, guys, there is not much going on, so we're gonna call it off for today. I wish you a very, very safe, happy weekend, and I'm not sure I'm gonna be next week on the YouTube. We are extremely busy, and there is not much to look anymore in the market. But maybe I will pick a few days. I will not cut it off completely, but probably the reason I don't want to be on the YouTube every day because I don't want to encourage traders to take trades, actually. And or maybe I will turn on the system, but I will not say anything. I don't know. We'll find out what we are going to do. But from now on, it's just you are on a reversal. You just put the gear on the reversal and you're going backward with the market. Please be safe, and God bless you all, and see you. To our traders, is a very important. We have a very important day on Monday. We need to update the TI7 with a new entry and a new filter. They are extremely good. They are actually the best entry and the best filter in this whole auto trade. And I don't know. We'll see next week if we run the system on the YouTube or we skip next week. I don't know. We'll see. Bye for now, and God bless you all.